Listen closely because this isn't a speech. It's a resurrection. Pain has sat on your chest. It has whispered, "You're not enough." It has carved itself into your quietest moments. But that pain, it's not your end. It's your beginning. You see, every moment that tried to steal your spirit, every scar that tried to define your story, was actually rehearsing you to become unbreakable. The difference between those who stay victims and those who become victors: vision. Not vision that waits for sunshine, but vision that crushes storms. Vision that wakes up when hope sleeps. Vision that whispers, "This is not what defines me, this is what defines my comeback." Napoleon Hill once said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But you don't arrive at belief by standing in a parade. You earn belief in the silence of doubt, in the chasm of despair, in the rawness of your brokenness. That's where faith is forged." Imagine a blacksmith, hammering metal in the darkest hours, each strike shaping, defining, revealing strength. That blacksmith is your pain. The hammer is your unwavering vision. And the result, a spirit so resilient, no force can break it. Discipline is not what you do when you feel like it. It is what you do when your body fights, your mind rebels, and everything inside says stop. And yet, you show up. Every damn day. That's how hope becomes a habit. Your habits are the architecture of your future. Every routine, every refusal to give in, every day you choose growth over instant comfort, that's laying bricks under your unshakable identity. Here's a truth most people never learn: wealth isn't built with grand gestures. It's built in the hush of dawn, in the grind when no one is watching, in every commitment you kept when the world moved on. Now, feel this burn: you are not broken. You were chosen. Chosen to fight. Chosen to rise. Your scars aren't your flaw, they are your credentials. So hold your head high. Your past didn't bury you. It was preparing you. And today you're beginning to ascend. Let me ask you something. What are you clinging to? Fear, excuses, the illusion that the world owes you something, because the truth is brutal: the world owes you nothing. But your vision owes you everything. Napoleon Hill wrote that indecision is the graveyard of opportunity. Every time you hesitate, every time you delay, every time you wait for the perfect timing, you're digging your own grave, shovelful by shovelful. Do you know what separates the dreamer from the achiever? It isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's decision. A raw, burning, uncompromising decision. Decision is the gasoline of destiny. Once you decide, truly decide, the entire universe rearranges itself to make way for that choice. But most people, they flirt with goals. They whisper to themselves, "Maybe one day." They never marry their dream, they never covenant with their vision. And because of that, life passes them by. But not you. Not anymore, because inside you, beneath the doubt, beneath the fatigue, beneath the fear, is a warrior waiting for a command. And the command is this: decide. Today. Right now. To never quit. Listen. You are going to be tested. Every mountain you climb will try to break you. Every river you cross will tempt you to turn back. But remember this: the path to greatness was never meant to be walked by the faint-hearted. Napoleon Hill taught that persistence is the twin of faith. Faith says, "It's possible." Persistence says, "And I will never stop until it's mine." Together, they are unstoppable. You will be laughed at. You will be doubted. You will be underestimated. Good. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Let them underestimate. Because when the smoke clears, When the storm passes, when the dust settles, your results will speak louder than their ridicule ever did. But here's where most people fail: they think results are born from motivation. Wrong. Motivation is a spark. It dies fast. What sustains the fire is discipline. Discipline is doing it anyway. When your body aches. When your friends disappear. When success feels like a million miles away. You don't ask, "Do I feel like it?" You command yourself, "I said I would. So I will." That's the difference between a wish and a destiny. Now picture this: you're standing at the edge of your potential. Behind you is everything safe, everything comfortable, everything that keeps you small. In front of you is chaos, risk, uncertainty. And right in the middle, your dream. What do you choose? Because you can't have both. You can't cling to safety and expect transformation. You can't bow to fear and expect freedom. You can't worship comfort and expect greatness. You must choose. Hill said the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. But let's go deeper: the man who wins is the man who acts when everything inside him screams retreat. Do not retreat. You have been beaten, but you are not broken. You have failed, but you are not finished. You have scars, but you are not disqualified. Your fight is your proof. Your persistence is your testimony. And your destiny is waiting. So let me tell you this: you are not weak. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are forged. You are relentless. And your vision is screaming at you: rise. Rise until nothing can chain you again. Rise until you embody the very thing they said you couldn't be. Listen carefully. Napoleon Hill said, "A quitter never wins and a winner never quits." But what does that really mean? It means success isn't about genius. It isn't about connections. It isn't even about opportunity. It's about one thing: organized persistence. Let's break it down. The blueprint of destiny: organized planning. Dreams without plans are fantasies. And fantasies without action are just illusions. The person who wins is not the one who only hopes. The person who wins is the one who plans the fight and then fights the plan. So here's the law: write it down. Every goal, every milestone, every sacrifice you're willing to make. Because if it's not written, it's not real. Imagine a builder saying, "I'll just wing it," while constructing a skyscraper. The building would collapse before the second floor. Yet most people live their lives like that, winging it. Wandering. Waiting. Not you. You're building something greater than a skyscraper. You're building a legacy. And legacies demand blueprints. The power of the mastermind, who's in your corner. Hill revealed a secret: no empire is ever built alone. Behind every titan of industry, every revolutionary leader, every person who made history, there was a mastermind alliance. This isn't about friends who make you laugh. This isn't about family who tells you to play it safe. This is about surrounding yourself with warriors, visionaries, believers, people who sharpen you like steel. Because iron sharpens iron, but comfort dulls the blade. Look around you. Who's in your ear? Who's in your circle? Do they drain you, or do they drive you? Do they plant fear, or do they water faith? Do they clip your wings, or do they build you ladders to the sky? You will rise or fall by your associations. If you want to be unstoppable, find those who refuse to quit and link arms with them. That's your mastermind. That's your army. The first spark: desire above all. Napoleon Hill began Think and Grow Rich with the truth: everything starts with desire. Not interest. Not curiosity. Not I'll try and see what happens. Desire. Burning, relentless, all-consuming desire. Desire that keeps you awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, whispering, I must have it. Desire that drags you out of bed at dawn when your body screams no. Desire that silences fear, laughs at doubt, and spits in the face of failure. Without desire, you'll quit at the first obstacle. With desire, you'll turn obstacles into stepping stones. So ask yourself, what do you truly want? Not what your parents told you to want. Not what society expects from you. Not what is safe, easy, or convenient. What sets your soul on fire? What vision makes your chest tighten and your eyes water? That is your treasure. That is your destiny. That is the thing worth suffering for. And if you don't know yet, keep searching. Because the moment you find it, your life will ignite. Now let me tell you something no one wants to hear: the path of desire, of planning, of persistence, it will demand sacrifice. You will lose people. You will lose comfort. You will lose versions of yourself that were too small for the life you're building. But you will gain something greater, a life of purpose. A life where your decisions carve monuments into time itself. Hill said, when defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans, and set sail once more toward your desired goal. That's the secret. Failure isn't the end. It's the compass. Every failure points you closer to the map of your destiny, so don't just endure failure. Study it. Respect it. Use it. Because on the other side of your darkest failure is the exact wisdom you need to win. Picture this: a sculptor stands before a massive block of marble. The world sees stone. He sees an angel inside. But the angel only appears after strike, after strike, after strike of the hammer and chisel. That's your life. Your dream is buried under layers of fear, excuses, procrastination, and pain. And every act of persistence, every decision to rise again, every night you choose to keep going, it's a strike of the hammer. Soon, the angel of your destiny will emerge. So here's my challenge to you: stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Stop asking for permission. Decide. Plan. Persist. And never, ever quit. Because when you refuse to quit, the world has no choice but to surrender. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed more than 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked why he didn't give up, he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's persistence. That's what separates dreamers from achievers. Napoleon Hill made it clear: the majority of people give up after the first obstacle, the first rejection, the first failure. But the ones who keep pushing, who keep climbing, who refuse to quit, those are the ones who leave their mark on history. Ask yourself, am I willing to keep going when the road gets hard? Am I willing to push through when everyone tells me to stop? Because that decision, the decision to persist, will define your destiny. Faith is not sitting back and waiting for a miracle. Faith is stepping into the unknown, believing that your vision is possible even when no one else can see it. It's waking up at 5 a.m. to work on your dream. It's saying no to distractions and yes to discipline. It's taking risks when everything inside you screams for comfort. Faith is action. And action backed by faith creates results. Hill wrote, faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. Faith is the basis of all miracles and mysteries. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. If you don't trust your vision, no one else can. The mastermind principle. No one succeeds alone. Not Edison. Not Ford. Not Rockefeller. Not Carnegie. Every great leader builds a team. A mastermind group, people who bring their talents, their ideas, and their energy together to create something bigger than any one person could. You need mentors. You need allies. You need partners who believe in the mission and are willing to fight for it with you. Your environment shapes you. If you spend your time around people who complain, you'll become a complainer. If you spend your time around builders, thinkers, and winners, you'll become one too. The question is, who is in your circle? Are they lifting you higher, or are they pulling you down? Specialized knowledge. Hill said something that schools rarely teach: general knowledge is not enough. The world doesn't reward you for knowing a little about everything. It rewards you for mastering one thing, for going deep into specialized knowledge that solves problems and creates value. Think about it. Doctors, engineers, coders, investors, they didn't just collect random information. They mastered a skill that the world needed. What skill are you mastering? What knowledge are you investing in daily that will pay you back for the rest of your life? Books, courses, mentorship, practice, these are your weapons. If you're not sharpening them, you're falling behind.